Good morning. Today brings us to the neighbourhood of McMillan, and this is the walk we did around it. Cool thing about McMillan is, and I've been excited for this for a while, is that part of it is in Osborne village, where all the voodoo hipsters hang out, and another part of it is on Corydon, which is otherwise known as Little Italy. So lots of bars, lots of places to get a drink. So we're going to do a pub crawl this morning. I got these blokes with me. Meet another one at the first place here, and the pub crawl is going to be Leopold's Tavern. Then we're going to do a quick hop to Carlos and Murphy's, another quick hop to Toad in the Hole, then we'll make our way to Confusion Corner Bar and Grill, and then we'll head down Corydon to Saffrons, and then if we haven't fallen over drunk in the gutter by then, that's where we'll end it. So let's see what this pub crawl is all about. Moses, smell the roses. Or what are they?
Daffodils? I think that might be Tom Chester.
The real Tom Chester. The first place we're going to is now Leopold's Tavern, but it used to be like a Winnipeg staple that was called Papa Murphy's. It was a Greek restaurant and bar that was on this corner for decades. But now it's a Leopold's Tavern, so we'll go and see what it's like now. So much paraphernalia on the walls that you can actually say where they back.
Yeah, it's that.
There you go, it's there. I can see it says men.
Oh, there. Coffee. It's the coffee.
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna go like this, so I don't like a lemonade. So. Cheers. It looks like it has juice, but it doesn't. All right.
Alright, we'll rate those beers later, but Scotch egg was awesome. How was the pickled egg? Yeah, pickled eggs were good. Right, we don't have really far to go here. We are now going to hit, I think it's Carlos and Murphy's. So grab a chair in there and we'll talk later.
Yeah. Let's go a drag.
That was me when I hit the down a little bit too hard. Oh no, it's Carlos and Murphy's.
Alright, so this actually looks closed. It doesn't look like. No. Definitely not open. There we go. So the first fail of the day. Let's move on to the Toad in the Hole. Back there at 108 Osborne Street, there used to be a nightclub called Die Maschine, and it was the best counterculture nightclub in Winnipeg for many years. I only ever went once, back in 1998, and the cool thing, or I don't know whether you can call it cool or not, was that a DJ that worked there was found mummified in between the walls after being stuck there for 14 months. And they were cleaning out the ducts, and that's when they found his dead body. So kind of a legendary story about D Machina there. And there's a Chicago band called Pelican that wrote a song based off that. And there was also an episode of the TV series Bones called The Man in the Wall that was also based off that. So all that happened here in Osborne village in Winnipeg. And after that little anecdote, we're already at the Toad. Where's the entrance?
Yeah, no, Lucas said, hey, do you want to hang out with my dad and my brother and my brother's son? And I was like, okay, sure. What else?
It was good in there. We had two. Could have stayed there all day, but we had two because Carlos and Murphy's was shut. All right, a little ways down here is Confusion Corner Bar and Grill. That's our next stop, but a couple of record shops on the way that my lad here wants to call in and take a look. So that'll be a little bit of a detour, and then we'll see you in Confusion Corner Bar and Grill. Never know what it's like in there. Okay, next stop, Confusion Corner Grill and Eats and Food. Thank you.
I'm thinking of the lumpia rolls here. Remember? I don't think so. Could be.
Thank you.
All right, that is plenty of beer without food. I did have my Scotch egg earlier today, but I need some more. So I come down Corydon Avenue here, which we're on right now in Little Italy, and every day I pass Daly Burger or Daly Burger, however you pronounce it, and I've always wanted to go in there. So today I'm going to do it. I am going into Daly/Daly Burger, and I'm going to see what they're all about for some lunch. Soak up this beer. Where do we go? Here? Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Do we take this stuff back, or? We should as a courtesy, really.
Yeah, yeah, no, they have garbage can over there, just place for trays. All that.
Thank you. Well, that certainly soaked up the beer. I feel much better now. Getting very, very windy. Okay, so not necessarily the last place, but the last planned place on this pub crawl. get there and decide whether it's the last place or not.
There we go.
Oh, so you can be cool and hip to the jive.
I don't think anyone says that. Outside.
Hey, you definitely want to be able to breathe. I think that's pretty important.
From 604.
Oh, yes.
Because that'll make it way more
What was I going on the road? Yeah, and just you just have to put it on.
I am your father.
Thank you. Let me be clear.
Yes.
Supposed to eat the orange.
All right, let's. So we're gonna call it there. That's the last one. I think that's enough. I think you'll agree. So what we'll do is we'll walk back to base camp, pick up our ride, and then head on back home and sort of rate the beers that I've had. So love that. McMillan, pretty good. Look at this, a Honda Nighthawk 450. Beautiful. All right, show us how it's done, man.
Yeah. 1982. Only got what? 13,000 clicks on it. Barely ridden. Got it for a steal at 3K. Yeah, no, the guy who sold it to me was a G. He's like, I don't want someone who's gonna jack up the. He doesn't want to be one of those people who jacks up the price and sells it to another collector where it just collects dust in somebody else's garage. He wants someone to ride it. That's someone was me.
Yeah, awesome. The coolest person we know right now. Well, thanks for coming, man.
Part of the pub crawl.
See you later, Alex.
So there we go, the coolest person we know has just left, and now we're waiting for our ride. So nobody is riding drunk, I must hasten to add. He's not had anything to drink, so don't worry about that. Yeah, let's go and find our ride. It's a couple of days later now. Cheers. That was a really good pub crawl. Nice bunch of blokes to hang out with there for an afternoon. Now, I didn't plan ahead very well. I hadn't planned on how I was going to actually rate the beers, and there were supposed to be some rules as to which beer I was going to have, which was the house beer, but I never let you know that either. So how are we going to rate them? Well, my son says you can be either cult or poser. So poser is rubbish, cult is good, and then true cult is one step ahead of that. What I did then to graph all this was to draw a circle, draw some lines going downwards from it to represent poser, upwards from it to represent cult, taller to represent true cult, and then applied my beers to each one of those lines. Then I drew a spline around them and made a surface, and there you go, this surface represents the pub crawl. Awesome. So for want of a better way of doing it, that's it. That only leaves one more thing to do. Thank you, McMillan, for your hospitality.